hold on. Let me make you an admin over there while I'm at it.
I always pop the chat out while the show's on, so I have the chat.
Appreciate. I wish there was a way that I could just take and click your name and make you an admin. No.
So what do we got on our minds for today?
Oh, I mean, I'm just going through the articles right now, opening them all up.
Let me take.
I think we'll start probably with the whole Charlie Kirk funeral thing.
Here it went very well.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I just got done watching from JD Van. No, just before JD Van. Who was it? RFK talk, and then on to the very end of that. It was very, very moving. I mean, put tear in my eyes a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, and there was a massive crowd. I saw a couple of videos of various different angles of the crowd, and I would say it was on par with, I would say, right up there with JFK's funeral, or most recent in my memory that was that big was when they took Biggie back to the hood in New York City during his funeral procession, and an entire block was full of people. That's the one that sticks out to me, but it's quite clear that he had an impact for sure.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody out there in chat. We're building up. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah.
There we go. So we got the Afghan Air Base thing on there. We got Crazy Jasmine Crockett. That lady, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, she's about as wacko as AOC and Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, right up there.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty nuts.
It's going to be interesting to see how things play out over the next 6 to 12 months with the midterms. I'm very curious to see how the DSA does in the Democratic primaries. Out here, they've on the West Coast, they've been very, very successful at the local level, and it's kind of filtering up through the state level as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We have 2 DSA members on the Portland, whatever they call it, committee, or it's the governing board of the city, and
city council probably.
Yeah, they changed the name of it though because they're Portland. It
wasn't communist enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the commissar.
That's pretty much exactly the truth of it. It's Portland's rough as far as the how infiltrated it is with communists and socialists of varying stripes.
Yeah.
Roger's with us, and he said they did memorials all over the world yesterday. Even had pictures of Charlie Kirk in the protests in London. Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
Thanks, Roger, for restreaming, and I'm sure Great Conspiracy be restreaming as well. If MC comes along, I'm sure he'll restream us as well over on DLive and his platforms, like you guys do. Appreciate all that you guys do out there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Spread the word. That's how you do it. It's the beauty of the internet age. You can link a couple groups together and spread a message worldwide. It's part of the reason why Charlie was so successful. I don't think he would have been as successful without the internet age to support him in those efforts. It's pretty amazing what good can be accomplished with the tools if we want to put them in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, he probably could have created something like TPUSA. He certainly could have done the college campus, visits, but his name would have never. The viral videos were the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just
exactly.
Yeah, like, okay, you go speak to 50 kids, great. You talk to 50 people today, that's a lot. But if 1 million people watch it later, then now you're doing something.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why he's beloved worldwide within especially the young Christian community, just because he stood up so fervently for a Christian ethic in everything that he did. That's I heard CBS today called him a spiritual leader. I found that interesting. They didn't degrade him at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's wrong. He was a spiritual leader. I'll give him that.
I would have went to his church.
I mean, if the dude gets sainthood, it wouldn't surprise me, right?
Well,
how many?
He's not Catholic though. His wife is, but he's not.
Oh, there you go. That's a good point.
He's evangelical. Yeah. Part of his, I think, part of his growth, was the fact that he realized how many young men, especially, were kind of cast off by society and like focusing on I don't want to, like, I'm not particularly a Christian, but focusing on the godly version of male and female roles, I think really helped solidify young men. Like, young men have too many negative influences in their lives. They have too many bad role models. And Charlie was pretty much, like the opposite of all those bad role models.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be missed. I mean, he left a huge hole in society. Yeah.
It's whenever a person of his stature and goodness gets taken too early, it usually has wide and ranging impacts that we can't see for years later. It'll be interesting to see what happens out of this.
Well, and it's a story that's not going away anytime soon. You know what I mean? We're going to be covering this, his death for a long time to come. The whole trial, you name it. I mean, there's so much that's going to be going on. All the affiliated arrests that they're certainly going to be making in the very near future. The people who knew about it ahead of time.
Yeah. It's. I hope that it's swift. I hope there's some action that helps people get over their. I don't know. There's so many people out there questioning so many things, and I understand it. The government has lied to us about so many things. It's inevitable that they're going to question a lot about what happened. I just hope that they're swift about whatever they're going to do, so that it doesn't linger and become more of a cloud over the administration.
Yeah. I'll tell you, they got the firing squad in Utah. They brought that back a few years ago.
Yeah. So. If they live stream it, I bet they could pay off some of the debt. Just saying.
I wouldn't want to watch that. I'll tell you that much. I certainly wouldn't want to watch that.
That's true. I'm not much for watching the. I had a lot of friends that were into that stuff when because when I was young, coming up, the internet was completely wide open, and you had things like rotten.com and other sites, and you could go watch gore videos. And I was never into that stuff. I had friends that were. It was just never my bag.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
I think we went down to Blockbuster or whatever and rented that movie Faces of Death once.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, that's what that is. I don't need much more of that. I've seen it. If they make a second, Faces of Death 2, I think I'll just pass. I saw the first. And,
you know what that's all about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Been there, done that. Don't need to go back.
Now, movies and TV are enough as it is.
Yeah.
I'm a horror fan, so
I'm not.
Oh, are you?
yeah.
Not
Like
me.
especially the older horror movies, the really campy, cheesy ones that make you laugh more than they scare you. I love those.
Oh,
All the
I
Freddy
love the
movies.
I love
those.
the ones where you can see the wires hooked onto the bats.
Yeah,
Oh, those
yeah.
are the best. You know, like
Oh,
the original.
yeah, like Evil Dead.
You know, like the original Dracula and
Oh,
Frankenstein
yeah.
and the Wolfman. Those were the best. You
I
know,
have a
this
full
shock
50
and rock,
DVD collection of those. Yeah.
this shock and rock stuff. I don't like that, and or the gore.
But yeah, the gore porn I'm not as much into. Like my wife's a big fan of Hostel, the Hostel series, and I cannot stand those movies. I have no interest in those whatsoever. I won't watch them. But on the other hand, you know, I mean, I love Jason because it's so stupid. It's great. And the archetype. If you follow the archetype of the traditional '80s horror movie, it's only sinners die. The virgin who doesn't do any drugs or drink always survives at the end. So I mean, at least it had that going for it.
Well,
Nowadays, it's just like kill everything for whatever reason.
I'll never go with my dad to see Jaws ever again. I went with my dad, and my grandmother to see Jaws when it first came out. Oh my God! He's like, "Oh my God! Here comes the shark! I bet he's gonna eat her!" And everybody's looking at him. I'm like, I'm like, and then he's laughing
Like a brother in
as
the
the
movie
shark's
theater.
getting her, man. He's laughing as the shark's eating her up. Like, oh man, see, I told you. That's what-
Yeah, see now the Jaws was really scary when I saw it on TV as a little kid. Like I'd go to the ocean and I'd always be looking for sharks. But then like when you go back and watch it and you look at like you could so tell it's an animatronic shark.
Yeah.
Like just as a kid your brain doesn't make that connection, but as an adult it's so obvious.
Well, I did have an experience when I was in Greece. I was like, oh man, you know, I'm out snorkeling and I get caught in the rip current that's taking you out. I'm like, oh my God, here I am. I'm screwed. I hear big splashes out there. I know there's huge fish out there, like, you know, swordfish and things like that. But I also know that they have basking sharks in the
Oh,
mud.
yeah.
All right, and I see this figure go choom right up underneath me. I'm like, what I'm thinking to myself, what in the world's going on? I got to get out of this. And then another one goes by. I'm stuck in a pot of dolphins. I just kind of follow them out. Yeah, I kind of follow them out. I'm not keen about that either because they got teeth too. But you know, and they're looking at me smiling, you know, and they're looking at me while I'm trying to swim with them to get out of the current, and they're looking at me like they're smiling, and like that, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, this is not cool at all. All right, so I got out of the water, and once I got out of the water, that was it. You know, because I was shooting mullet that day. Normally, I stay closer to the shore, you know, back then because I like shooting stuff like cuttlefish and what's the other one? Octopus. Yeah. So and we'd have all sorts of like cookouts with fresh med.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Like
we used to do crab fishing down on the bay down in Maryland. That was always great. Yeah, love fresh seafood.
Yep. Well, mullet's pretty good too if you get enough of them. You know, they're about maybe foot and a half long.
Is that the little silver fish?
They're a whitefish. They're a type of whitefish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
that's
usually if you find them in schools, you got something big hanging out around them too. And I'm like,
oh yeah, that's the food. That's what I was gonna say. That's the shark food and the dolphin food right there.
Yeah, and then you got swordfish can. I guess I was told too there that swordfish or marlin can be kind of aggressive too if they're feeding. And they got a big pointing deal
Yeah, end up like
yeah, I don't
old.
want to be shish kebabbed, you know.
What's his name? The Australian guy.
Or worse yet, probed, you know, like Willie, you know.
That would be horrible. That would be horrible. I've seen that happen with the bullfighter guys. That's not a pleasant injury. No.
I bet not. I used to go to the bullfights when I was in Panama. It was like $15-20 to go, and beer was $1, and steaks were like $3, and it was always fresh beef from the kills that they made in the arena there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never actually got to see one, but my mom went to one in Spain. She had brought a bunch of pictures back from when she went to Spain one time, and she said it was like both like the most beautiful thing, like with all the people dressed up and everything, but also like the most gory thing. She described it as like being very contrasting that way. I find it amazing that those dudes would get into a ring and dance with the bull and fight it with a sword. It's pretty impressive. But I heard that they do things to wound it beforehand, so it's not as big of a.
No, they don't really do that. You know,
not anymore.
Where I was at, they weren't wounding them before that. You know, they had a bunch of swords on the matador, but you know, hey, you know, like.
Well,
I'm sure it all depends where you're at and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Well, I'm sure if they're putting it on for a bunch of tourists, they want it to go exactly the way they want it to go.
Oh,
yeah. Versus like if you're doing it for the king.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it looked like the matador was getting in trouble, they had like these clowns, you know, for like rodeos that would jump in there and help the matador out, and then you know, if it was too much, you know, they would just you know take it out real quick.
That's man. That's a dangerous sport. That's one of those sports from yesteryear, man.
That's a manly man sport, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in Spain, they still have the running of the bulls. You know, I wouldn't want to, you know, when they turn the bulls loose through the city.
I don't do running.
Like,
no, there's no running from things.
I don't do that running thing anymore either.
No,
like,
if I can't stab it or shoot it, I'm getting out of its way.
Yeah.
I'm not taking all the whole herd of bulls. No, thanks.
That's what I said when I was golfing one time, and I hit a wild hog. It charged me.
Oh goodness, man,
nope,
that's dangerous.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Wow, man, that's scary. Those things are feral pigs are no joke.
That actually happened on base when I was stationed in Guam. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of those feral pigs over there, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But they're good eating. Oh man, they're so good.
That's what I hear. The Hawaiian pigs, same thing. They're a big problem over there, but they're super tasty.
Mm-hmm.
What about the ones in Texas, man? I never hear about anyone eating up those.
I think they're just when they get so big, and they're bigger than like bison and that. I would say that they're either going to be too tough or so gamey that you can't do anything to get that out of them.
Yeah, I've never had a gamey ham, you know.
Yeah,
doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I know guys that go down and do the excursion hunting to help curb the population. They take people out and do the helicopter hunts, or depending on what you pay for, you know, and pit bulls and machine guns, and because they're just trying to eradicate them. There's nothing that stops them naturally, so it's that's it.
I mean,
and curb your hunger problems. I mean, I think they should hunt them, but
yeah, they're good hunting, you know. Yeah, like I said, you know, you got to get them smaller, you know. But the really huge hogs, you know, the ones that go over almost a ton, man.
Yeah.
Those been out there too long. I mean, I think it'd be all right, you know, if they would, you know, use that for meat and dog food and things like that. You know, that would probably have a lot of nutrition in there for them.
You would think so, instead of disposing of it like they do, but I'm sure there's some sort of stupid regulation that prevents them from doing it.
Those tree huggers.
There's always something.
Yeah. Don't get me started on tree huggers. Nope. Anyways, how am I sounding?
Ready, aren't we?
Am I pretty loud, or I cleaned my
About normal.
about normal. All right, because it looks a little low on my broadcaster thing.
No,
but
before you asked, I wouldn't have thought anything about it. Like,
yeah, it sounded normal. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I got 4 of these. 4 of what?
Yeah, and don't put my phone on top of my mixer, because that makes static sounds. Yeah, that's a bad.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
You get some interference there. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that before, and I had done that before, and I was like, man, where am I getting this hiss from and all that? Now I know. Knowing's half the battle.
Yeah, I'm glad I could see your camera, because it was just like plain as day. You put something right there. I'm like, what did you put right there?
Yeah, my phone right next to the computer and right on top of my. You have any clips for tonight?
Clips
Yep.
to play?
Yep.
Sure.
Check them out real quick before we switch over.
You want to check them out really quick?
Yeah. Do you want to try to play
the
them
next 30
real quick to see if we got good level on them before we switch over
Oh, I'm
to
sure
the
they're
next
fine.
one? All right then.
I'm sure they're fine. We only have like 5 seconds here.
All right. Well, I'm going to switch us over to the next room. I'll catch you guys over there.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You got it, Doc?
Yep.
All right. All right. You're listening to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. I am going to get them up and going really soon for their regular show. That was the pre-show. And here we go for the show. John Duck 69. Nope, bounced him out again. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bounced him out again.
Um.
All right. Anyways,
All right, there we go.
There you go. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I was just there anyway. All right. I just sent you the link.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Right. I'm like hitting send right when you said there we go. I'm like, oh, well, screw it. I'm hitting send anyway.
Let me fix the OBS so that you guys are up there. There it is.
Wow. Here's an audio.
That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's gonna play good.
Oh.
It was doing that all night too, Roger said. When we was on last night? Shouldn't have. Are you hearing it now, Roger? Guys, you hearing anything?
No.
Okay, good.
Some people in the background in Doc's room.
Yeah, the kids just got home.
Okay.
Let's see if I turn my mic down.
All
a
right,
little
you
bit.
get 30 seconds.
All right.
That's fine if you have a little background noise. It's not the end of the world. As long
Yeah.
as they don't start screaming bloody murder.
Right, right.
I hate you, Dad.
And here's your countdown.
you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live for the first time Sunday night right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show for September 21st, 2025. And boy, do we have a show for you tonight. With me, I've got my co-host, Doc, on the scene. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well. Hope everybody else is doing the same.
And while we're at it, real quick, where can people find you online?
Best place is Rumble, Twitter, or Minds.com, and it's at Doctor420.
All right, Doctor420. All right, so let's talk about some news and some things going on in the world. Today was a very solemn day for many, many people. For others, it was just a funny event. But Charlie Kirk's funeral was today. And they said the other day they were expecting 100,000 people. And this morning I was looking at, all the reports, and the number of people, at least who were outside there this morning, was closer to 300,000, which is a huge, huge, huge message to the left that this guy was loved and you're not going to make him go away. Oh, really? Wow. It's not going away. You know what I'm saying? So, Doc, did you watch much of it?
I didn't get to watch any of the actual the conversations or the speeches that people gave, but I did get to see some clips online. I got to see some stuff, the embrace there when Trump introduced Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, to the crowd. I thought that was a very touching, moving moment. She really showed how much influence and care that it showed both the influence from the Kirk side of things, but also showed the love and embrace that not only the Trump family, but the nation has for Charlie, at least at this time.
He was a very influential person. He knew a lot of people and bent over backwards for so many of them. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of people who, they're like, hey, I wouldn't have a channel. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Charlie. I asked him for help, and he went the extra mile to make sure I got everything I needed. And bam, here I am today. And it's because of Charlie. Heck, Brent said the same thing. I mean, Brent Hamachek, one of our co-hosts here, he just said the other night, he's like, I was working in business doing my thing, and one day I met Charlie, and it just kind of changed everything, and his trajectory in life was completely altered, to the point where he's been on these stages, he's met so many people. I watched him, Brent that is, do one of the most amazing interviews with Alan Dershowitz a while back. It was honestly one of the most intellectual conversations I've ever seen Alan Dershowitz go through, and it was very, very, very impressive. But again, just thousands and thousands of people had their lives altered by Charlie, and the lasting legacy that he's going to leave behind. I mean, there were something like 30,000 new submissions or applications for chapters for Turning Point in the last, say, 10 days. Yeah. Probably much higher now.
Well, yeah, and you have also on top of that, there was several, I think, close to $10 million in donations as well. Yeah, so
and
a lot of outpouring.
Yeah. Church attendance is like through the roof from coast to coast. And with a lot of young people, a lot of young men were affected by Charlie because he spoke to them. He really did. He knew how to speak to the college kids and just kind of lay it all out and do it in a very, very common sense way where his religion wasn't the core foundations of his moral principles, So it didn't require you to accept Jesus to agree with him and say, okay, wait a minute, I'm looking at this from a different perspective now, Yeah. And that's a powerful thing. Although much of it is rooted in his faith, it wasn't his core of his every argument. You know what I mean? Well, Jesus would have said this or what, it's not like he went to scripture to define anything, he just used common sense.
Well, he was a very eloquent speaker on top of that. And he was, a lot of people don't know this, a libertarian in his beginnings. So he has a lot of influence from the philosophical underpinnings, arguments of why things, reality is better than not reality, which is kind of what he was fighting against, trying to defeat a lot of the gender crazy stuff, the trans stuff, and addressing these things face to face with the kids in conversation. And that Logic Foundation, it was Christianity in praxis, where he was actually behaving, living, and acting as a Christian, and that shone through in the values that came out in his words.
Yeah. And I love how he would go to campuses and just be like, you realize y'all are wasting your money and your time here, right?
Yeah. I'm sure that didn't make many school administrators happy. I'm sure.
No, not at all. Like, you're straight up wasting your money. You should be out learning how to be a carpenter or a, electrician, a plumber, and you'll very quickly be pulling down 6 figures a year with absolutely no debt. Versus fighting your way up through some marketing department in some, Madison Avenue firm where you're making $40,000 a year for the first 5 years and paying off all this debt and living in a shoebox with 4 other people.
Right. Yeah.
know.
Well, he laid out a reality of the world that these kids weren't being given in the places where they were supposedly being educated. He brought a lot of truth to a place that is not very keen on the truth these days. And that, while it was very impactful to young men, it also makes you very dangerous to the powers that be, especially those powers that have hyped up and radicalized a bunch of mentally ill gender patients.
Yeah.
So it's we would walking a very tight rope, and it's scary the times we live in, that someone who just spoke with words could be taken down by some radical element within our society that basically just hates life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really horrible side of society too. I mean, really, there's just such an evil out there, Yeah. I have to point to it because it's just growing and growing and growing. Jimmy Kimmel said some of the most vile, nasty, stupid lies about the shooter. He was MAGA, right? Because his parents were, he must have been.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy was living with someone who was transitioning to be a female. His lover was a dude who thought he was a chick. And it's not lost on everyone that as soon as Charlie was asked about transgender people, that's when the bullet was, or the trigger was pulled and the bullet was launched.
Yeah.
Right. And so this guy was very radical. He was in all kinds of radical far left groups. His family had had said in hindsight, yeah, he was pretty radical out there. But he was absolutely a leftist. And so you get Jimmy Kimmel coming out and saying the guy's MAGA. And it's just a flat out lie. And yet when he gets called out on it, not by Disney, who didn't fire him, it was the affiliate channels underneath them that didn't want to carry this garbage anymore. Said, get it off the air. No one's watching it. We can't sell ads on it. And it's offensive to Logic. It's offensive to America. It's offensive to Charlie Kirk that this guy's out there. So that's what happened. That's why it was a market situation. He was losing $20 million a year on that show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colbert lost his show because he was losing, 40, 50 million at least.
Yeah.
It's just business, folks. And if you're running a show that's losing money and you come out and say some really stupid stuff, and apparently Kimmel was getting ready to do an even more objectively false, mean, nasty rant about Charlie Kirk, a dead man.
Said he was going to double down, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so they're like, no. In fact, the affiliate the channels that carry his show said, we're going to run a tribute to Charlie Kirk. In your place, you're gone. Goodbye. There's the door. And it was instant. And yet they're screaming that it's censorship and that it's all these other things that, supposedly, you know, the right is against. Well, yeah, we're against it. I've sat out there on the internet and watched all of my favorite channels for years and years and years get censored, get strikes, get this, get that. And that's why I formed my channel, Censorship Sucks, to highlight the big tech censorship that is being occurring through the years to all of these different content creators.
Yeah.
And
well, people lost bank accounts. They lost their entire livelihoods. I mean, it wasn't, and these were for, tweets and going back in the day. This was immediate action for a reaction to the market. This wasn't like we dug up his blackface clips from the Man Show and we're like, oh, you need to be fired for this. That's not what happened. He said he lied on national television. He made some pretty horrific remarks in past about Trump and the MAGA people. He was losing money. It was a clear situation where the company took the opportunity to get out from underneath a contract. And it's definitely not censorship when you say something that causes you to lose business and you lose your job. That's not censorship. There's the censorship is when you get your post taken down because it's true. That's censorship.
Yeah, and then they get you fired from your job and all these other things for basically saying things that are true. Just having an opinion is different than coming out and lying about somebody who just hasn't even been buried yet. The man had his funeral today. It took Kimmel all of 12 hours to come out and just be as offensive as possible.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, and it's been going on forever and ever and ever. I went back the other night and I watched Joe Biden's speech that he gave at Independence Hall with the red background, the evil speech where he berates MAGA. MAGA Republicans are going to take down the end of democracy. A threat to democracy as we know it. He's used that term over and over and over.
Yeah.
Talking about half the country. And that's the sitting president standing in front of Independence Hall with the full force of the Marines standing behind him on display. Talking about half the country, you and me, he was talking about, Doc.
Yep.
All our listeners.
Yep.
If you're listening to this, he's more than likely talking about you as a threat to the existence of the United States of America as a democracy, which we're not a democracy, by the way. But
and then they wonder why somebody takes a shot.
Exactly. I mean, it triggers people. They say, hey, even Joe Biden kind of said this is we're in a revolution, and this guy's trying to kill us all because he's MAGA.
Yeah. It's a scary scenario overall that there are so many of these radicalized people. You mentioned Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, he's famous and he's kind of been out there doing this. But what I think really shocked people the most was all of the people that were regular, normal, everyday doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, carpenters who were coming out saying that it was a good thing and Charlie got what he deserved. And then I think that woke up a lot of people were like, wait a minute, you're cheering for somebody who died. And that's something that the average normal person, that's a line for them. And I think that's part of why his death has had such the impact that we talked about earlier, is that these people cheered his death. And he was a really good man and didn't deserve that. And it really threw a lot of people for a loop. I don't think some people realized how bad it was out there.
Yeah, and I mean, people were. To celebrate someone's death is just vicious and horrible. It just shows you're a low-class POS. You know what I mean? It just shows you are low class. And a lot of people are out there doing it. And, some of them are actually getting some pretty good ramifications for it. There was that girl at, was it Texas Tech, who was just dancing on the grave of Charlie. Just dancing on his grave in front of a vigil. A bunch of people got together and just had a vigil, and she walked up to it like it was the most offensive thing she'd ever seen that ever happened to her.
Yeah.
And they kicked her out of the school and arrested her. They took her away in handcuffs, and now she's expelled from the school. Goodbye.
Yeah. I saw a couple of those videos. A couple of people doing things similar to that and getting expelled or getting terminated. And it's good that we're having some consequences for this abhorrent behavior. I know some people think it's cancel culture, and that's fine if that's what you want to call it. But I call it having standards for the society that I live in. People who cheer death don't deserve to have a voice in my society. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel about it. That's my line.
I don't want my kids' teachers, my doctor. I don't want people in, positions of power to be thinking like that and celebrating this. It's disgusting.
Exactly.
In fact, do you hear about that? There was a neurosurgeon. There was a nurse who was standing around with a bunch of other people, and someone mentioned Charlie Kirk died, and this neurosurgeon said, "That's a great thing. I celebrate it, yada, yada, And she said, "You're a doctor. How dare you have those types of thoughts?" Okay, she goes home that night, gets a call from her union, she's fired. Okay?
Yep.
Then came the backlash. The next day, apologies were issued, she was reinstated, and the doctor was fired. Because I don't want a brain surgeon who's going to be like wishing death to anyone who's MAGA. I don't want him anywhere near my body.
It's terrifying for people to even think that if I go to do something, anything, a normal daily activity, and I happen to be a Republican or voted for Trump or support any of the things that he's doing, that someone, just an average person, could have a psychotic response to that and hurt me. That's not the way people should be living. It's terrible for society.
Yeah. And I mean, you're in Oregon. You obviously have to go into Portland probably on an occasion now and then.
Try to avoid it, but it happens.
But I mean, okay, all of a sudden some protesters come up, block your car, and tell you to scream, F ICE, or they won't let you go. And you say, "No, I'm not going to say that. Get out of my way."
Yeah.
Right. Well, it ain't Florida. You can't run them over.
Yeah, and the police won't help you here. So you kind of have to be careful and try to avoid those fights. Like I said, I try to avoid going into Portland for pretty much anything unless it's absolutely necessary because of that. There's between the crime and the homeless and Antifa, it's just really not worth it. You can find pretty much everything outside the city.
Yeah. There's a YouTube channel out there called Nate and Kara. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They've got, I don't know, 5-6 million viewers. And I was watching one of their shows where they go to Portland. They go to that like donut place or some crazy donut place that's real famous.
Voodoo Donuts, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next scene is them driving, out in the forest, somewhere on some highway or whatever, out in the... And they just really, it was almost, if you missed it, you missed it. But they're like, yeah, if we don't like a place, we have nothing nice to say about it, we don't, say anything about it.
Yeah.
And then they're just on to some new place way out in Oregon, out in the country, where it is beautiful and amazing. And that was it. But they have been all over the world, and they just went through Portland like, no, thank you. They filmed one scene there and were gone. Normally when they go to a city like that, they're there the whole episode.
Yeah, no, it's businesses are leaving, people are moving. It's not really getting much better in Portland since, even with the ICE raids and stuff. It's because there is so much, we talked about this in the pre-show, there's so much influence from the very farthest left of the Democratic wing of the party, the Democratic Socialists of America, that it doesn't, nothing changes here unless they want it to. And it's usually in a direction that's negative for things, especially in Portland.
And that's not going to change anytime soon, is it?
Well, probably not. I mean, what we're the biggest thing that they're working on here, all up and down the West Coast, is Scott Pressler and a bunch of activists and politicians are working on getting various end the voting by mail, the universal vote by mail. They're trying to get that ended. If we can get that ended here, then that opens up the window to actually change some things. Maybe we can get some more Republicans to actually vote. But most people don't believe their vote matters here, so they just don't vote.
And that's sad. I mean, you're watching a city disintegrate. You know, it's turning into like a Detroit over time.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
it's
Junior, I call it miniature San Francisco.
I went out there when I was in high school, you know, for some summer camp kind of thing, and we spent a day in Portland, and I was blown away at the most beautiful city I've ever seen.
It used to
You
be
know what I
that
mean?
way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a long time ago, and even today, I bet if we took the same trip to the same park and saw the same, like, you know, festival or whatever, and, you know, I'd probably think, wow, what a beautiful city, because I was from the Midwest. All we have is flat, you
Yeah.
know, bleak kind of, you know, brick buildings and whatnot. And, you know, it was just cool to see a city right on the river with the mountains and the hills and the high rises. And, you know, it's quite a beautiful town. But, yeah, it's just sad to see where it's gone. It really is. It's kind of sad. And again, you know, there's no coming back. Not at least for a good long time.
No, it'll take decades.
Yeah. When it could take years.
Yeah,
know?
well, I mean, you could turn it around in 4 if you had everyone dedicated to it on the same page. But again, like I said, it's when you have communists so deeply involved in the government of your state, it's hard to root them out. You have to beat them one at a time through elections, and that takes a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, before we get too far off of the Charlie Kirk funeral today, I definitely want to play a clip from his wife. This is from the Turning Point USA channel over on X. Yeah, here's what she had to say to the killer, the man who killed Charlie.
Young man, on the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Can't hear anything else. Got dead air.
He said, I forgive him, and now everyone's applauding. It's just a kind of a long applause line. But yeah, she's like, that man, I forgive him. I forgive him. But she continues here in a second because, yeah, that's a long applause because it's a pretty powerful thing for her to do, is just straight up forgive the man. So here, she's about to start.
Because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love. Love for our enemies and love for those who persecute us.
Wow. They won't even forgive Charlie for just his thoughts and his words and his opinions. But she just stood there and forgave the murderer. Because she said in a New York Times thing, she doesn't want that blood on her hands. She doesn't want any ill will towards this person. Because when she's asked to, you know, answer for her life, she wants to have the right answers so she can go right up there and hang out with Charlie, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful stuff. But it's really a one-sided thing. The left doesn't have that empathy in them. Or sympathy, as Charlie would put it.
No, there's no forgiveness from these. Again, I don't want to kind of dehumanize them, but there's a select group on that left-hand side that are extremely brainwashed right now. They're extremely captured by a narrative and media system that has weaponized them against us, and they see everyone who is not them to be a threat to their existence, and that makes them very dangerous. We can forgive them and understand that they don't know what they're doing, but at the same time, I think I'm on the same page as Crowder with this, that you have to have a hair-triggered defense. You have to be aware constantly that these people are not forgiving. They are not going to give you grace. And you have to defend yourself with whatever necessary of physical force is required.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's really brutal. Here's Scott Jennings on CNN today talking about this, and it's really eye-opening.
Scott Jennings.
Well, she's lying. I mean, Charlie Kirk targeted nobody. He was not racist in any way. I've listened to hours and hours and hours and hours of Charlie Kirk debates and talks, and have been with Charlie Kirk and did events with Charlie Kirk and knew Charlie Kirk. There wasn't a racist bone in his body. To say that he was continuously targeting people of color is nothing but a malicious smear on the very day that people are remembering Charlie and he's going to be laid to rest. And so I think when you combine the no votes on the resolution, and then you look at the leading Democratic voices like Ilhan Omar and Jasmine Crockett, who've gone out to smear Charlie before he's even had his funeral. When I hear people say we need to come together and both sides need to turn down the rhetoric, you know, a lot of people saying that need to look inward right now. I was shocked at that. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm shocked by her, but I was a little stunned by what happened to me.
Yeah, he was talking about Ilhan Omar. Just, again, slandering. It's disgusting. And I don't even know how we heal. I don't know how we heal from this, because the left is only digging in. You know?
I don't think there is healing. Not in the sense that maybe in past generations we meant when we had that discussion, you know, as a you know, the royal we as a society coming together over things and forgetting past wrongs. I think we've crossed into a territory now where there is a select group of the population, maybe 10 to 15%, that is radically opposed to everything that is the United States, and they are going to have to be targeted. And I don't mean this in a violent way. I mean just that we're going to have to track these people. We're have to be aware of them, and they're going to pop their heads up from time to time doing illegal and societally destructive things, and we're going to have to address them when that happens. It's going to be an existing thing. We've seen, since Charlie's assassination, we've seen an additional 4 attacks, I believe. And so I don't think there is healing with people who are ratcheting up the attack rhetoric.
Yeah. Oh, man, there was a thread today from Jesse Kelly. Said, let me explain something about this very, very dangerous situation we're in. Why we're in it, and why you need to be careful around any Democrats in your life. Okay? Says, look at this chart. Look closely. 3 times as many Democrats believe the assassin was a right-winger instead of a lefty porn-addicted freak who thought he was fighting fascism. 3 times. How is that possible? Okay? So he's showing this chart here. It says more Americans see left-wing beliefs behind Charlie Kirk's shooting than right-wing beliefs. And it goes down here. You know, Republicans think 68% say it was left-wing, 11% don't know, 16% of Republicans are not sure, and like 2% think it was a right-wing person who killed him. Democrats, it's almost flipped. 33% feel it was a right-wing person who killed him. Only 10% think it was someone on the left. That is absolutely due to what we were talking about with Kimmel.
Yeah.
You know, he goes on to say, the communists in America's media and their politicians have created a world of make-believe, a world the Democrats in your life reside, in a world they think is real. The lies are not repeated. They are brazen, gigantic lies. You don't have to be some tranny Reddit freak to believe those lies if you just do things previously thought of as normal. You live in the pretend world. If you read the New York Times and watch NBC, your entire world is fake. And so he posts this thing from NBC News. Quote, no evidence unquote, found yet of ties between Charlie Kirk shooting and left-wing groups, officials say. Well, that's garbage. The governor of Utah, like the next day, said, yes, this guy was driven by leftist ideology.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that we have an entire media structure that is vehemently opposed to the reality. And it, like you said, has created a whole group of people that believe things that are 100% not true. And that is very dangerous. And we're going to have to deal with that at some point. And I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they're coming back willingly into the fold. So what do we do with that? I think at some point we're going to have to address that issue, because I don't think the flame can be turned down on their side. I don't think there's control there.
Yeah. He goes on to say, this is nothing short of disastrous for our country. And I'm not totally sure of a solution. Democrats, even normal ones, are completely insane. They absolutely know so many things that simply aren't real. The endless lies have had a radicalizing effect. They genuinely believe they're fighting Nazis, truly. And what won't your conscience permit you to do to a Nazi?
No. There's a psychologist, or I can't remember who said it exactly, how it was said, but basically it was along the lines of the horrors that people can do in it when they believe that they are doing the good and right thing are immeasurable.
Yeah.
And that's where these people are. They believe in their heart of hearts that they are doing the right and true thing. And that's very scary.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, think about it. If you really think, Charlie Kirk is the next Hitler, it's totally, completely fine to kill him. It's justified in their brains. And they've been brainwashed to the point of believing a lot of these crazy thoughts that are frightening to the average person. I mean, the average just conservative who's sitting in this country, who is not exposed to this NBC, ABC, CBS garbage, the lies of NPR. I mean, I listen to NPR now and then, and it's frustrating to hear how whack out they are, just how out of their brains they are, how they can make a circle fit into a square hole by just pounding on it and pounding on it and pounding on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a sad point for this country, and I can't wait to see some sort of a figure who can sort of bring us all together, man. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know how, but man, somebody out there, or something's going to happen. There's got to be some tipping point, some turning point, as some might say, where America just suddenly starts waking up. And honestly, Charlie's death might have just been a huge turning point for this country, for a lot of people who are hearing, their teachers say, yeah, it's okay to kill Charlie.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think this is a catalyst moment. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but I will say this. Whatever difficulties they might have had in the midterms, I think Republicans are going to do very well, because I think Democrats are going to have to lean into their radical side to get through any primaries, any I think they're going to have to face off against DSA members in some areas. And so I think they're going to have to lean into the left side. And I think in the general election, that's going to hurt them. So, if there is that, if we can maybe, if we do win, get midterms firmly in the hands of Republicans, perhaps we can talk about getting the Smith-Munn Act repealed or reenacted. Yeah. I can't remember which way it is. I think they're
trying to do that through a bill that will be named after Charlie Kirk, actually.
Yeah, I've heard some talk about it. If we can get that changed, that would certainly help with the brainwashing. But at the end of the day, we still have that 10% of people who are going to need to be basically deprogrammed. And how do you do that? I don't know.
Yeah. And again, he says it's very dangerous right now.
Yeah, very.
Because these are people that are in your lives. And 30% of them think, I saw, there was a statistic last week that came out from YouGov, if I'm not mistaken, that said 56% of, people on the left would feel that it's okay, it's justifiable to assassinate President Trump. And Elon Musk wasn't far behind.
Yeah.
That is a scary, frightening number. And if you know someone on the left, there's a 50-50 chance that they might think it's okay to kill President Trump for, whatever.
We already had a couple people who thought it was.
Mhm.
I mean, it's what gets really scary at the end, at the bottom of the rung is when neighbors start feeling it's appropriate to go to their MAGA neighbor and kill him because he's a Nazi. And if they're, for example, where I live, I go on walks, and there's like 6 houses that have various flags of different kinds that I would consider radically dangerous ideologies. You have the trans progress flag, the one with the square on it. You have the no kings flags, things of that nature. And, what's to say if they don't discover that a bunch of their neighbors are MAGA and they're out of their minds because they fear that the whole world is coming in to collapse on them? What's to say that they won't snap and do something terrible?
Yeah, and now Antifa is a designated, major terrorist organization, which I think is about time. I mean, they're about 15 years late on this, but they finally did it, and that's going to have ripple effects as well, all through your area, especially the Pacific Northwest. Man, it's going to tear the houses you're talking about. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they have an Antifa flag or whatever out there too.
I would not doubt that at least half of them are Antifa. Adjacent. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's or trans Tifa or whatever it is,
one
we're
of them,
looking for here. Yeah. Which is I don't know, man, that's got some major ramifications. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's going to initially the pressure is going to push Antifa to probably be more violent. They're probably going to lead to more direct confrontation with law enforcement. But ultimately, I think it's a necessary thing because they are a international terrorist organization that operates as a essentially a decentralized cell-like organism that moves money and commits to overthrowing capitalist governments all across the world to install communism. So. Yeah. I mean, that fits all the characteristics of somebody that we should be at least concerned with within our borders.
Yep.
Or more so than Catholics, I would say.
I was watching probably a little more so than Catholics, but I was watching some YouTuber a number of years back where he was he traced Antifa and a bunch of their members back to a Teamsters hall where they were meeting. Right, so they didn't show up in their black box; they just showed up in their regular clothes. But he's like, "Yeah, I know these people. I know there's, it was clearly an Antifa organization meeting in a Teamsters meeting hall. Direct support from the local Teamsters for Antifa.
I'm 100% certain they have that here as well. I would have no doubt.
Oh, it was Portland. Yeah. Was it the Rose City chapter or whatever?
Oh yeah, those guys are horrid. They're pretty much like the king of the hill when it comes to Antifa organizations. They are the gold standard
in the U.S. for sure. Yeah. Internationally, I think some of the stuff going on in Europe with Antifa is even beyond what we're seeing here.
Well, the founders of the Rose City escaped to Sweden when they got charged here, so they're over in Europe making all kinds of fun over there.
Oh yeah, good times. They have a really good chocolate.
Oh, it's hard to get that chocolate when you have to get through Muhammad and his 17 wives to get to it.
17? I thought it was like 72 or something.
Well, that's only if you do the magic explosions.
Okay. Anyway, folks, we are out of time for this segment. We got to go to break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show, and we'll be right back after these messages.
All right. We're on radio break.
Yeah. Those magic explosions, man. You got to watch out for those. I wouldn't doubt we see an increase in that kind of activity as well, with various groups taking an opportunity to turn up the heat, at least on our foreign bases.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Like
things.
Bagram. Hey,
Yeah.
you haven't talked that much crypto here. We've got a 10-minute segment coming up. This next segment's really short.
Okay.
And if you want to do some crypto, we can talk crypto if you want.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything particular on the top of my head except buy some because the dollar's going down.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there looks to be an announcement coming relatively soon about the Clarity Act, which will be a big deal. But right now, everything's kind of in a holding pattern with the economy, and I mean, there's lots of cool stuff, but it would sound like promos for coins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver, though. Silver, man. Silver's taken off. So is gold.
Yeah.
Everything's
Jack
just...
Carey keeps harping, too. He said, precious metals,
well,
especially silver. Silver is going to be unattainable in the near future.
Well, you consider the fact that you have the industrial applications for all of the computers they're building for the AI, and then all of the countries that are buying silver and gold on top of that. It's certainly got the squeeze on for sure. I can't help but notice some of the warning signs of hyperinflation showing in the way that things are moving. The violent upward movements of assets is
really?
very, very concerning to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Webbot said too, with Cliff High.
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow Cliff or not, but
I've heard some of it, so I see it floating around. Yeah, I don't particularly listen to him directly, but I do. A lot of my research, like just independently, I look into historical, because I'm a history nut. Like I studied the economic reset that Israel did in the 80s. And what they did was they let inflation run at about 25 to 100% for 4 years straight, and then adjusted policy, and that was the new price of everything. Took them like a decade to recover, but it worked out in their favor. But then you have another example where Britain tried to do that, and well, they lost reserve status. So we seem to be in a very similar period with the U.S. dollar, where it's the only currency that everybody wants, but its value keeps diminishing so rapidly that nobody wants to hold on to it. They're buying assets with it.
Hmm. Oh man, sorry, I'm looking at this. Tom Homan apparently took a $50,000 quote-unquote bribe.
what?
Cool. Give him another 100,000.
Yeah.
Like Tom Homan's awesome. He can have a couple more bribes. I'm good.
Well, he was a consultant at the time. He wasn't working in the government, and they were trying to get his help in obtaining some contracts, which I don't think is illegal even.
I think that would be. I guess that would be, if he was the guy giving out the contracts, that would be fraud.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't working in the government at the time.
Oh, okay.
30 seconds.
He was
just using his influence then.
Yeah.
He was just a consultant, quote unquote, which is exactly what everyone in Washington D.C. does. You give me $100,000, I'll talk to. Exactly. It's like.
That's what I thought lobbying was. I don't know.
Like, isn't this how Washington D.C. works?
Yeah.
I assumed so.
Here is your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Sunday night, September 21, 2025. We're covering everything going on out there in the world. So let's talk about Tom Homan. Breaking news from Adam Schiff. Borders are Tom Homan was caught by the FBI accepting bribes on camera to deliver government contracts in exchange for $50,000 in cash, according to Adam Schiff. Pam Bondi knew. Kash Patel knew. Emil Bove knew. And they made the investigation go away, a corrupt attempt to conceal a brazen graft. Wow.
Can we give him another 100,000?
Hey, let's do it. He's doing a great job. I mean, let's.
He's one of the appointments of Trump's that I absolutely love.
Yeah, AOC says, who's the illegal now? So, you know, if AOC's in it, you know, it's definitely real.
Of course, of course.
I mean, Adam Schiff is breaking the story, dude. Adam Schiff, the most reliable guy out there. Yeah.
It has to be true. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. When this went down, he wasn't working in any government capacity. He was a consultant working in Washington, D.C., helping people navigate the red tape of Washington, D.C. for, wait for it, he did it for, what do you think he did it for? Money.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah. So they paid him money to help get some contracts, and they're calling it a graft. Yada, yada, yada. I don't know. Like you say, man, let's give him twice as much. Let's give him $100,000 bonus just for showing up to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down. Like, honestly, I don't understand, unless he didn't fill out some paperwork or whatever, and then it's like some clerical nonsense. But that's basically the entire operation of Washington, D.C. It sounds like lobbying to me. That's what it sounds like. But, you know.
Exactly.
But apparently gold bars from the Saudis is okay. But if you take $50,000 for a job, it's not okay. If you're a Republican, I don't know.
Ilhan Omar's got $30 million nowadays. Where'd that? Let's just take a quick look into where that money came from.
Well, it didn't come from marrying her brother, that's for sure.
Are you curious at all? Right? Are you curious? I mean, how did you get $30 million in what, like 4 years, 3 years? Have you been in office?
Well,
That's
we
a
know
lot
how that
of money.
happens. We know how that
Yeah.
happens.
Exactly. AOC is now loaded.
Yep.
Looking at a presidential run.
I hope she runs. Oh, that would be so great.
Oh.
I mean, imagine the memes. The memes would be glorious.
Gavin Newsom and AOC in a primary debate. It'd be a race to the left.
Well, I think that's the only option for Democrats.
Yeah, but those two in a primary debate, I mean, it would be such a race to the left. It would be, they would have to burn and bury any evidence of that debate forever.
Yes, they would.
Because if the mainstream part of America got any wind of what they were debating about how far left they should go, oh my Lord, it would be over. It'd just be over right there on the spot. There's no way anyone would vote for that crap, you know?
Well, I think Gavin might actually try to pull off the centrist look with the podcast and talking to some conservatives. And it seems like he's going to try to go center, and I don't think that'll work for him. So I think he'll probably be dragged back to the left eventually. I think that will happen. Yeah.
In the primaries, of course he would. He'd have to be. You know, remember when they did the show of hands last time around about who wants to give complete free healthcare to every illegal?
Yeah.
And every single person on stage in the Democratic primary, there was like 12 of them. Everyone raised their hand.
Yeah.
That's kind of a gotcha moment when it comes to the the heartbeat of America, the Midwest. You know, like you want to give. I don't even have. I'm spending. Gosh, you got a family of 4. What are you going to spend? $1,600 at least a month on insurance for your family of 4, and they just give it away.
Oh yeah. I know most people go with whatever their insurance they can get from their employer because it's the only way to do it affordably. Most people who have to buy their own insurance are bare bones in it because of the cost. With Obama. Obamacare did all kinds of crazy things to the insurance market, but it's wild to think that these people, the medical industry as a whole, that's a whole nother thing. But just the idea that you have to pay insurance out of pocket, and then these people want to give it away to illegals, people who aren't even citizens in this country, not even visa holders. These are people who are here illegally in the country, and they want to give them free health care. Get out of here, man.
Which means that anybody on the planet, if you get cancer anywhere on the planet, just fly to America and you're set.
Yep.
Right? Totally free. All you got to do is get into the border, get to a hospital, and boom, you got the best bed in the best wing, and off you go. It's all free.
Don't forget to throw your ID away when you get to the border.
That's another big thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't trace them back.
No. That is the one positive thing about the entire move by the Trump administration to lock the border down. I know some people didn't like the military, but I've been arguing for military on the border since I was 18, so I was fine with it. But that's how you have to do it. You can't allow these huge open sections of a border and not expect people to come here when you have people like the Democrats we have promising to give them everything in the sun if they do.
Oh, of course. I mean, you go to New York and they put you up in a 4-star hotel for free.
With maids.
With maids, with meals, with the whole 9 yards. All you got to do is kind of chill out and, fill out some forms and wait around for some bureaucrat to stamp those forms a year from now.
Yep.
Yep. And I mean, when you talk about the military, absolutely. Like the UK should have their Navy defending their border. That's what your Navy's for, to defend your border.
Yeah, you would think.
you send a one of those a Corvette or some a Navy ship at a group of these migrants trying to cross, and they see that Navy ship coming, they're going to turn around real quick. Well, it's the British Navy.
It worked in Italy. I mean, when they were using the boats in Italy before the government got all mad at her, they were stopping them from coming in by using the military. Now they're letting them in legally now, which is crazy what Italy's doing. I just can't believe it. But that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, if you put boats there, you can stop them if you want to, but they choose not to.
I saw a video in Greece today where it was one of these migrant boats coming up on a beach full of people hanging out on the beach enjoying their afternoon.
Yep.
And they literally ran out there and stopped the boat. They stopped it in themselves and turned it around. And I mean, I'm sure it went a mile up the coast and landed, but they didn't land on that beach where those people were hanging out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to take for Europe, I think. We got lucky with Trump here that he actually was a man of his word and wants to do some of the things that he said he wanted to do. Most of Europe has gotten a lot of promises and not a lot of action from most of their elected officials. We'll see what happens with the UK and reform, but I mean, a lot of reforms policies have even talked back the other way.
And reform is kicking butt in the polls right now. They're
who else are you going to vote for over there?
Yeah, the Labor and Tories combined aren't where they're 2 points behind reform, which is crazy. That's like forming a new party in America and saying the Democrats and Republicans combined are getting 2 points less than what the new party the MAGA party is getting.
Yeah.
But is Nigel Farage to be trusted? Tommy Robinson, if you ask him, he does not support him. Not the future of the country. It's not any different. It's the same old, is what Tommy Robinson would say to you. And now I don't know politics over there like he does, so I would kind of refer to his opinion. But yeah, as much as I like Nigel, do you trust him at the end of the day? I don't know.
I think he's just the hammer that destroys the old oligarchy there, getting rid of the Tories and the Labor and making way for something new that comes after reform. That's what I see happening over there. They'll crack the door open. People will get disillusioned when Farage is just Farage, and then they'll move on to something a little more. I think nativistic. I think that's the direction England's going to head in. It seems to be the movement right now, anyway.
They need Tommy as the prime minister. That's who I'd vote for. Anyway, folks, we've got to take a break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. We're going to wrap up hour 1 right here, but stay tuned. Hour 2 is coming up right after this break.
All right, we are on radio break.
Very good. Very good.
Yep,
Very
yep.
good.
Excellent.
I was just kind of worried about our time because I didn't want us to get cut off, before you went to break.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are we going to the room number 2 next?
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that, and if not, I'm coming back to this one.
Okay.
Okay?
He should be able to call you. I tried pulling you in, but for some reason it wasn't letting us pull you in.
Are you?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are you registered? That's the thing. That's why Yotivation can't do it.
Yeah, probably not. I'm probably because I'm logged in, but I'm not registered with Teams.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It probably won't let you do that. All right. Well, we got
so much easier when you are, because Mark just calls you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like even Willie now, he just uses his Google to take and come in. So, and I think that's what everybody else has been doing now too, as their key to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could do that. I mean, create a new Google under whatever you want, and then it'll still come up. Where it's not showing
it's so
your
weird,
name
though.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's so weird though that my Microsoft account doesn't log into it. It's so weird.
Hey, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna hang up right now
Just
and
go
wait
ahead.
for you to call me back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that here right now. I'll see you over on the other side there, Doc.
Alrighty.
All right. Get the next group up and rolling, and we'll try to get Willie in with us. Let's see how that works out. Oh, so far so good. Willie, John, Doc. Nope, not letting him in. Well, maybe. Nope.
Bye.
Yeah, that's what's happening. It's not letting him in. I do got you up, and it's calling Willie right now.
It should. If he knows the room, it should. We're in what?
Yeah, because he said see you Sunday too. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, so he should be able to find it.
All right.
Then I'll send him the link in a minute here.
Let me. I'll look for the after show deal in a minute. Let me bring us back up on Teams. Not on Teams, but OBS. Sunday 2. There we go. Welcome back, folks. You're still listening to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. We're on break right now. Radio break, that is. I get the headphones on tonight. I'm trying to keep it down because of Alex is sleeping right now, and Victoria should be on her way to sleep too soon. Those are my kiddos. Let's see here. Go back in.
Someone's in the lobby.
Got him.
All right. Doc 69.
Yeah, where's that Willie character at?
To be a doctor specializing in 69, I mean, that's a bold statement. You better satisfy a woman if you're going to call yourself Dr. 69, you know?
That's true. It's true. It's true. You have to practice. You have to study a lot. Spend hours in research.
Oh.
Hours of porn. Hours and hours of porn.
Oh, no, you need that hands-on research.
Well, yeah, but...
Don't know what's going on with Willie. He's not picking up.
Oh. Maybe
Perhaps
I ticked him off last week.
Hmm?
I didn't tick him off last week, did I?
I don't think so. I mean, he's like...
In the after show, yeah.
I think he's going to be a regular in Nancy's show now, though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is cool. He came in last week, and even came in the after show. It was pretty good. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, I did send him a message earlier, but I didn't see him up on Facebook. Let me see.
He's out wrangling the worms. They got out.
Oh no, not that.
Did you see that Beyond Meat? They're basically gone bankrupt.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, their stock has dropped like 90%
That's really actually good. I don't want that crap in my food supply.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, after seeing just people's reaction to it, I can't believe they went ahead with the public offering anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody got paid though, somewhere along the line.
Well, the Impossible Burger at Burger King, was it?
Yuck. Oh my God, I get.
Is
so
that what
sick
that
from
stuff was? I mean, is that the same?
I don't know. Probably similar, I would imagine.
You know what they should have done? They just should have branded with those veggie burgers that have been around forever.
Yeah.
He said he don't have a
Brand with those.
I
don't understand why
I just sent him
you would want to
the link again.
eat.
So
I don't understand why you would want to eat meat product if you're not a meat eater. It just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going to eat meat, eat meat. If you're going to be a vegetarian, be a vegetarian. This halfway stuff is so weird.
there he is. There he is.
Oh.
Hey.
Aye.
Yeah. Hey, man, how y'all doing?
Doing good, Willie.
Good, Willie. How you doing?
Oh, man, what's the word?
Bird is the word.
Roper?
I don't know. We're just hanging out. What do you got for us tonight, man? You read up a whole skit?
No, man, hey, I ain't got too much of nothing. I guarantee you, man, hey, I just got a whole bunch of stuff about cockroaches, and how Aunt Mama Lou, she's running, Aunt Mama Lou running cockroaches from Venezuela and got blowed up by Trump.
Oh my God.
I had a lot of benefits. I had a lot of benefits in cockroach milk, man. Come on.
Well, those Venezuelan cockroaches are a delicacy, I hear.
They
Especially
are,
in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
They're
they
big.
are, man. Yeah,
You
I
can
did
actually milk
research
them. You
about
can get on their titty and milk them. I mean, they're that
Oh
big.
my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no. No, hey, cockroach milk, the drink that you didn't know that could really help you out. Instead of drinking coffee, man, you drink cockroach milk. Man, I'm telling you, look at here. Hey, I ain't lying. Hey, y'all researcherize it. The benefits of cockroach
Is it
milk.
lactose free? I can't do lactose.
Yeah, well, y'all have to study up on it, man. There's some good stuff in it. And Willie,
30
Willie
seconds.
done went to. Yeah, Willie
right,
done
Willie.
went to. Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, for the record, by the way, we got Doc here tonight, nobody else. So if you want to try to ask if Yotivation's here, if Aunt Mama Lou, it's just going to be no's, a bunch of no's. Okay, you don't need to ask about all that.
Yeah, well,
We got
I see
Doc.
Doc. I see Doc.
Love
man.
the one you are with.
Yeah. Hey, he's the one that's got all the money. He gonna help me out tonight.
3, 2,
That's right.
1, and you're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show for September 21st, 2025. And if you're a fan of the show, you know exactly what's coming. We've got our main man, Willie Lee, with us tonight. How you doing, Willie?
Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Come on.
Doing good, doing good.
Doing good,
Glad to hear your
doing
voice,
good.
Willie.
Hey, there's all kind of stuff going on in the news, man. Hey, and this is what I do. What I do is I cover news that y'all don't cover, man. Hey, y'all don't even know what the real
yeah.
news is sometimes, man. Hey, and I'm going to tell y'all something, too. Hey, I done sent me a love letter to Greta Thunberg, man. Hey, I want to get married to Greta Thunberg. Hey, she pretty, man. I'm telling you, she ain't pretty as
Willie,
Sidney Powell.
she could be your grandchild.
Yeah, well, hey, but hey, she what they call of age, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all didn't know. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all didn't know. Hey, y'all probably knowed it, but maybe you didn't know it, or maybe you knowed it or forgot you knowed it, man. Hey, but y'all know what her real name is? I'm gonna tell y'all what her real name is. Her real name is Hey, this ain't no lie. I ain't making it up neither, man. Her real name is Greta 1010 Eleonora Man Thunderberg. Hey, that's her real name, man.
Thunderberg.
Yeah. Hey, that's her real
Thunderberg?
name. Yeah.
Is she
Hey,
related to the Miami Thunderbirds?
yeah, I don't. Is she related to Hansel? Hansel
I
about
took some
exactly.
Thunderbird one time and I threw my best friend right out the door. Through a screen door. I had to fix it. Willie, you sure that was a Thunderbird?
Yeah, well,
It's Tunenberg. Ask Hansel. Hansel is his sister, his brother, her brother. Yeah. And no, it's Tunenberg. Tunenberg.
She's a famous potato.
Thunderbird. No, Thunderbird, man. I studied up on it. Thunderbird. That stands for Thunder Mountain. Hey, that's because she's from Swedenland. You know what I'm saying?
She does
Thunder
have
Mountain,
a couple
huh?
Thunder Mountains, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but I got some goings on, man. Hey, this is what I want to talk about. Hey, Doc
I'm listening.
69.
What's
Doc,
up?
hey, Doc, see, I'm a Doc's you. Everybody out there in Radio Land. Hey, Doc 69 is from Georgia, man. He's from the state of Georgia. I ain't far from South Carolina. Yeah, hey, and I'm gonna go and see him and pick up some money. Hey, because I got a whole business venture that I want to run by you, man. Hey, because I am already in the business of repairing VCRs, man. Hey, but I want to get into the business of repairing 8-track players too, man, and 8-track tapes. Hey, I've been buying them up at the flea market and all that, and all I need is a little bit of what they call cash influx. So
I would advise against that, Doc. No offense, but I mean you're the Doc. You're the currency Doc. You know exactly what's going on. But I would highly.
No, I mean, if we get a solar flare, 8-tracks could make a comeback. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're doing something with like where you're working with Rick Harrison on Pawn Stars to go fix like vintage. Yeah, okay, all right, fine. Maybe there's a market there, but I don't think anybody really is using 8-tracks or VCRs today. I really.
Well, I got some VCR tapes. I got a
sure.
I don't got a VCR.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to fix the VCR to have the tapes.
Yeah,
right? Well, you can buy a new one for like $5.
Yeah,
I mean a new used one, right?
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, I can fix that there VCR for you, man. Hey, and I'll do it. Hey, and I'll do it for next to nothing. Next to nothing, man.
Well, that's the thing, because like I can go to a garage sale, right, and somebody's got a VCR player. It's probably going to have a $5 sticker on it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be cheaper than $5 to fix it for me to be interested in talking to you, Willie. And then again, I got to go to your house or something to do this? No, thank you.
Yeah, no, hey, man, you can send it to me. You pay for the shipping and the handling back and forth.
Which is probably $20 each way, yeah.
Yeah, like $30, man. You send it by UPS.
Each way.
Yeah, $30 each way.
So I spend $60 on shipping, and what do you charge to fix it?
$4.33, man. $4.30, but then I gotta pay for parts.
Just buy a DVD player and buy the thing on DVD.
Yeah.
Hey, or I could just download it. I mean, what do you want to watch, right? Just download it.
That's true.
But no, hey, these things are what they call antiques, man. They are vintage. Vintage. Yeah, y'all look up that word. Vintage. Hey, they cost a lot of money, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I am doing the world a favor. I'm doing.
Does vintage apply to electronics, though? I mean, it doesn't apply to women, so it can't possibly apply to electronics.
Right.
And Willie, man, I mean, minimum wage at McDonald's now is what, like $20 an hour?
Yeah.
So you got to fix like 5 of these things an hour.
Yeah.
And forget about the fact that the shipping on 5 of these an hour times $60 round trip, right? That's $300 an hour for shipping, where you're going to make just north of $20.
No, man. Hey,
I don't see a business model there, buddy.
Yeah, no. Hey, look at here. Here
Doc,
is
do
the
not
thing.
invest.
It sounded like it's not really that worth it. It sounded like I don't know. We'll have to see.
How much of the $4 does Doc get? If Doc invests, how much of the $4 does Doc get?
No. Hey, man. Hey, that's between me and Doc. Hey, whatever business deals that we work out, man. Hey, that's
I think we should air it out right here. If you're going to make a pitch, I think you're trying to pitch them on the radio show. I say you pitch it all the way on the radio show.
Well, maybe you can get me some of them Venezuelan cockroaches.
Yeah. Hey, see there. Hey,
there you go.
We can work some stuff out. You know what I mean? We ain't got to do it out here in front of the audience and everybody else, man. Hey, me and him, we'll get together and we'll work something out that's feasibly, what they call lucrative for the both of us, man. Hey, and that's what it is. Hey, I'm telling y'all, what you got to do is you got to have multiple sources of income.
Yeah,
See,
that doesn't include, Willie. That doesn't include worm coins and chicken jockey coins. All right, that does not include those.
Hey, it does, man. Hey, and I got a fan club too, man. I got people that's sending me money for my multiple sources of income, which I can't mention here on the radio.
You have a fan club where people send you money for your multiple sources of income.
Yeah,
that sounds like your multiple sources of income right there.
No, hey, that's my newest source of income is the Willie's Worm Farm Fan Club. Hey, and
I think that's just an OnlyFans site where you sell feet pics.
No, it's the Willie's Worm Farm Fan Club, man. Hey, and for a certain membership fee, which I will not mention on the radio right now, hey, you can receive a Willie's Worm Farm t-shirt. You can receive a Willie's Worm Farm coffee mug. And, hey, look at here. Censorship sucks. You're going to like this one, man. Hey.
Okay, I doubt it, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, hey, they can also get a Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show t-shirt, man. Hey, I'm going to make money off your name, too. Look at here. And I ain't...
So you're selling t-shirts with my branding on it?
Yeah, man.
In your store. And I'm going to like that?
Yeah. Hey,
I'm supposed to like that?
Yeah. Hey, I'm promoting you, man.
Come on. He did the same thing with me, only at least he's saying censorship sucks instead of Drake and Gus when it's Dragus. Oh, my God. Willie, you're terrible.
Hey, that's my Uncle Drake and my Uncle Gus.
They don't even exist. They don't even...
do.
Oh, Willie. We've gone through this before.
Hey, is Doc there? Hello, this is Saul. Is Doc there? Is Doc in the house?
Yes, I'm here, Saul. I'm here.
Doc, I sent you a red herring regarding the perspective we discussed last week. Did you get it? Did you receive it? Did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, it's marked non-disclosure, so you can't talk about it on the air because you obviously it's legally done. As a opposed to how Willie does his business. We shouldn't
really talk in front of Willie either.
Exactly, but it's about the cockroach milk that Willie's doing, and I'm very interested to hear more about that from Willie because this cockroach milk is actually very good for people.
Hey, that's why I've been trying to tell them, man. Cockroach milk is rich in protein, and you can also use it. Hey, you can dry it out too, man. Hey, and it is really nutritious. Hey, what I'm thinking about doing, man, honestly, man. Hey, for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, my name is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Hey, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open me up a cockroach emporium. And poor Aunt Mama Lou, she got shot up, man. I ain't heard from Aunt Mama Lou. I don't think she done got, I'm trying to think of a nice word to say, deadified. I don't think she got deadified or nothing from that attack. But I'm hoping that
What
Mama
attack?
Lou's
What do you mean?
No, I told you, hey, Aunt Mama Lou, I told y'all, man, you wasn't paying attention, man. You got to pay attention, son. Hey, no, Aunt Mama Lou, she was running some cockroach milk up from Venezuela, and she got shot up by the Coast Guard. They thought she was running drugs or something, man, and they blowed her boat up.
She was running cockroach milk from Venezuela.
Yeah.
And her boat got blown up because they thought it was fentanyl.
Yeah, I don't know what they thought it was, man, but
What?
hey, she, yeah,
Well,
hey,
that is not. I guarantee that ain't true.
Man,
I
hey,
don't know. Those cockroaches are great. I'm just saying.
Yeah, all I know
Well,
is
the profit margins are the thing. The profit margins are massive. You just got to be able to smuggle it out of the country.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, hey, all I know is I ain't heard from Aunt Mama Lou, and I think she done got deadified. I mean, I'm hoping she ain't got deadified or nothing, man. But I ain't heard from her, man. Hey, but
I don't even want to talk about that, Willie. I highly doubt that she's doing anything like resembling what you're talking about. There's no way she would get on a boat, go down to Venezuela, fill it up with cockroach milk. How do you milk a cockroach, by the way? Is it like an almond where you extract, the juice from it? Or is it you get in there with little tweezers and actually milk the cockroach?
Yeah, no, man. Hey, it is secreted by the female cockroaches, man, to feed their young. And they got what they call a brood sac that's similar to the uterus, man, and it contains what they call protein and amino acids and healthy sugars and all 9 essential amino acids, man. Hey, once ingested, the milk forms protein crystals in the. I got it wrote down, man. I've been studying it, and that's what it is.
It sounds like you've been talking to Bill Gates. This is
it's extracted from the mid-gut of killed female cockroaches. But I got it figured out. You can just take the whole cockroach and grind it up, and there's gonna be some good milk in there somewhere, man. No, that cockroach got babies on the back too. Man. Yeah, no, it's called a uthaka,
like a cockroach
man.
slushy.
Yeah, there you go, man. You mix it up.
Everybody out there living in the ghetto right now is shaking their head at you, Willie. There ain't no way I'm just going to start catching cockroaches and making money hand over fist.
What they doing right now, man? What they doing right now? They running into the kitchen with flashlights and they shining the lights around, trying to catch all the bugs. And like, dang, we've been trying to kill these things with poison and stuff, man. Hey, they got mason jars full of cockroaches now. They tell me, hey, where are we gonna sell these at? Look out here. Hey, that sounds like a good idea to me. Look out here. You getting me sidetracked though, man. Hey, I get what they call I get fan mail. I get fan mail. I
bet you do.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna read you. Hey, I hear one. Here's a letter. I got a letter. Hey, for all y'all, y'all can contact me at my website, man. WillieLeeV@gmail.com. Hey, y'all can send me fan mail there, man.
That's an email address, Willie. It's not a website.
Well, hey, it works, man. Hey, here I got one right here from John, and I ain't so sure it ain't from you. It says, hey, this one here is from John. It says, thanks for the feet pics. Can you please send more? I will PayPal you another $20, man. Hey,
that was not for me.
Yeah,
I guarantee that wasn't for me.
It's from John, man. I thought it was from you. You like some more of my feet pics, man?
No, not even close.
No,
not in a million years.
Anybody I want
See, I told
pics,
you the fan site was flip pic site. I told you.
Hey, no, here.
Hey, Willie, I heard the county sheriff also sends you mail too, called cease and desist.
No, yeah, hey, that's all good and here's stupid mess. No, hey, this one here is from Ann. Ann says, you are hilarious. Can you please keep the fat mouth people from talking over you?
It's not possible.
She said, some of y'all fat mouth. I don't know who she's talking about.
Isn't it time we go to break, CS?
You know what? According to my clock, we got about 5 minutes left. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. All right.
All right.
I would have said which one of y'all got a fat mouth.
Yeah.
This one.
I think you know who's got a fat
up.
mouth is Drake and his buddy Gus. I think those two got fat mouths. Okay.
No. Here's one, man. Hey, this one here is from Jimmy. Jimmy says, I've recently been fired from my comedy job and would like to join you.
Any
Jimmy.
cracked corn?
Jimmy wants to join me on my comedy show. Hey, I do a comedy tour, man. Hey, I do a comedy tour all across this year, all across the United States. The only thing is, though, is I ain't got out of South Carolina and Georgia yet. Hey, but I'm going to get out of South Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah.
We're going to go out
there. Willie, CB is using a CB on the highway is not a comedy tour. Okay?
No.
You're just a truck driver using your CB to crack dumb jokes.
No.
And they're not even laughing. They're not laughing.
I know what I do, man. I get up there on the billboard and I broadcast live to all the truck drivers out there on I-26 and it goes all the way down to I-10, man. I'm trying to get up to I-80 and I-70 up toward the northern sections and all that. I got to get my booster up and running, man. Hey, but no, hey, here's another one. A mail from Alex. Alex says, "You funny man, you please send bananas." You funny man, you play. He wanted me to send bananas.
That's your monkey, Alex. When have you even seen your monkeys last, Willie? I haven't heard anything about your. What'd you have, like 200, 300 monkeys last I heard?
No, hey.
Where are they now? What's happened to them?
No, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, this is the truth. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie to you. Hey, my worm farm down in Waldo, Florida has turned into an animal refuge, man. I have had to put up electric fences all around it, man. Hey, that whole place has just gone to Hades. I'm telling you, I ain't even producing no.
Are you gonna do a Netflix
dogs.
series?
Yeah, hey, I don't know. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Whenever I get back down there, it ain't no telling what's going on. They got a
Willie's Wild Worm Farm. That sounds like a good title. We should talk to Saul about it.
Yeah. Hey, because what's happened, man, is my cows has done mated with the zebras that I got. Now I got striped cows. I ain't lying. Striped cows. Hey, and y'all look it up, man. Hey, this is a true story. I ain't lying. If you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Hey, I ain't lying. If you got a striped zebra, the flies will not mess with a striped zebra because the flies get confused by the striped color. Hey, this ain't no lie. So now I got striped cows, and the striped cows, they don't get messed with by flies. And I done found out, hey, y'all can try this at home if you want to, but don't try it at home. I ain't telling you what to do or not do, man. Hey, but if you take black and white paint and you paint your whole body and you walk outside, hey, flies and mosquitoes will not mess with you because you look like a zebra. And the bugs, they get confused by the zebra.
Really?
That doesn't sound like that's true. That doesn't sound true.
You know, you're telling me like if I'm a prisoner in a jail in Alcatraz and I got the black and white and I go out and break in the yard, the mosquitoes will never bite me.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, they got alligator Alcatraz.
I bet you there's a bunch of convicts somewhere in the country who are shaking their head like you're a damn fool.
No, man. Hey, it's true. I'm telling you, man, it's true. If you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you.
There's somebody listening to us sitting in a jail in Louisiana wearing black and white stripes who goes out and gets eaten alive by mosquitoes every time they send him outside.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, it worked. Hey, look at here. This here's what's going on in other news, man. Hey, I am currently also selling pea jugs, man. Hey, and Aunt Mama Lou's sister, Methany, she got some big old jugs, man. Hey, I sell it in gallon jugs, but
they
she
can't
got
be as
big
good
old...
as Thunderbirds. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, hey, she got some Methany. Her real name is Methany. But yeah, hey, her real name.
But she does so much meth, they call her Methany.
Yeah, hey, but she got some big old jugs, man. Hey, she gets them from down there at the Waffle House, and they're used oil jugs. They like 3 or 4 gallon jugs, man. I'm telling you, hey, and we
All right,
filling
man.
these things up with pee, and we selling
We
them.
got to wrap it up here, Willie.
No,
Unfortunately, we can't let you finish your story about filling jugs up with urine. We just simply don't have time. Folks, this is the Censorship Sucks radio show. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, flat Earth, man. Hey.
I was laughing and I couldn't click the off button for the mic.
Oh, how fun is
but
this?
But it did catch you. Yeah, it was funny. That was great. Guys are awesome.
Oh, Doc, you were right in there too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to throw a couple good ones in.
So the Macrons are mad at Candace Owens because she has said that the wife of Macron is a male. And the Macrons are having to offer scientific court evidence to prove that that Macron's wife is a female and not a male.
She's pissing off everybody. Yeah, and Macron's wife did it too. She took a bunch of pictures and like had all kinds of like, like here's fact proof.
Well, I'm just I mean, did she like pose nude and stuff, man?
And spread her legs.
So.
Yeah.
Fingers
apparently
crossed.
it had to do with her birth. She gave
she like all spread eagle in the pictures and stuff to prove that she's a woman.
Remember Madonna in her book, like sitting over the mirror?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I hope we don't get one of those from Bridget. Just some tasteful nudes. Just tasteful.
Jeez.
Well, we don't know that they can lie about documentation. Yeah. Hey, where's that birth certificate for Obama?
In Nigeria, I believe. Or wait, is it Kenya?
Letter to Pam Bondi. How many arrests have we had on the Russian collusion hoax? None. January 6th, none. Mar-a-Lago raid, none. Biden auto pen, none. 2020 election interference, none. Epstein pedophile arrest, none. COVID and that whole thing with Fauci, none. Benghazi, none.
That's a good point. I'd like to, whatever you're saying right now, I'd love you to say it again when we go back live, and then say all that again, and then for whatever reason, just be an idiot, and I'll cut you off, and then we'll move on with the show. Okay?
Well, yeah,
unless you want to stick around.
No, I ain't gonna stick around too much longer. But
bring us in with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll be like, Willie, we're live, man. You can't just bring us in with that right there. When Mark does the countdown, you start going in. Pam Bondi ain't doing nothing, and you do this monologue.
Yeah.
And
then at the end, say, "Where's the gold at Fort Knox?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I love Nancy Planetta. She is awesome.
Yeah.
She really is. Yeah. I was on her show the other night, and she's just awesome.
I heard. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a whole panel of 20 different people. It's like it was full up. And but she's always talking about it. She's like, well, justice is coming. We've been waiting since 1963, since JFK got assassinated for justice, and we haven't seen it.
Willie,
we've been waiting since.
Willie, you have to realize Nancy's a lot like Yodavation. Unlike Yodavation, she's not like Trump everything, all right? But justice is coming because Raph, you got to remember Raph was into that whole law enforcement stuff with Border Patrol and all that. So, yeah. Yeah, so
Yodavation.
Yeah, it's a different type of
she loves Trump.
The what was it? I can't even do it. What she always calls Biden.
Oh, usurper, the unelected usurper, and
she just really goes in on that.
But it's like with everything that's going on, man. It's like where are the gallows? Where are the perp walks? Where's the whole?
All right, so
30 seconds,
and then I'm gonna be like, Willie, you're not on the Willie Roundtable, or so I'll kick you off. I'll throw you out of here. Okay. But do your rant, like take a couple minutes and just go.
Bullhorn Larry.
Boy, yeah, you pretend. Anyways, here comes your countdown, by the way.
Bullhorn
5,
Larry. I love that.
4, 3,
All you, Willie, go.
2, 1, and you are live and back on the radio side right now.
Yeah. Hey, like I was saying, man. Hey, look at here. We got all this stuff going on, man, with the Russian collusion hoax. How many arrests have we had? 0. How many arrests have we had with January 6th? 0. The Mar-a-Lago raid, man. Hey, they done Trump wrong, man. How many arrests have we had? 0, man. Hey, the Biden auto pen, where he pardoned all these people and done all this other kind of stuff, man. How many arrests have we had? How many investigations have we had? 0, man. The 2020 election, the interference that was done. How many? Hey, this is all the Pam Bondi, man. How many arrests have we had? The Epstein pedophile arrest. How many? None. I'm telling you, man. Hey, COVID, this whole thing with Dr. Fauci. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. Hey, all of this was a hoax, man. How many arrests have been made? 0. The Benghazi, Hillary, she said, oh yeah, at this point in time, what does it really matter, man? Hey, Benghazi, how many arrests have we had? None. Doge findings, all the corrupt stuff that's been going on that Elon Musk found. How many arrests have there been?
Mark, I'm back.
None.
I'm
Yep,
back.
None,
How long till the countdown?
Yep, no. Hey.
We're
look at
back
here,
already,
impeachment.
but I think he was going to
wait,
say
we're
something
live?
about gold reserves,
Hey,
too.
no, I'm telling you, hey, the impeachment hoax, man. How many arrests have there been made, man? Hey, Hillary's
Hey.
33,000. Hey, this here is
Who
Bullhorn
gave
Larry.
Willie the
Bullhorn
microphone?
Larry. Bullhorn Larry, live, man.
I just
Uh,
let him go.
I didn't. He just stuck around.
Hey.
He's normally gone by now.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to step away for a second during the break, and I came back expecting a countdown, and instead I find out Willie is just taking over the mic. And
No,
all right,
yeah,
so I'm going to
I-
mute you, Willie.
I think
We're gonna
what
mute
happened.
You had your time.
I think what happened, CS, was this Teams thing. So we got caught up in
yeah.
that.
So
yeah.
hey, can we kick Willie? Can we mute him?
Yeah,
or
go
just
ahead.
get him out of here?
You, by all means,
Willie
you're an
gave him his
admin
time.
over there. Kick him.
I gave him his time. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. You're back
right.
now.
No, I did hear some of that. I did hear some of that, Doc, and he has a point. He's an idiot. You know how like a broken clock is right twice a day?
Yeah, it's a garbage can gets a steak every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. That's Willie for you in a nutshell. So he's not wrong there at all. Pam Bondi, where are the arrests? What's going on? Why are we not seeing any there are people who broke major laws in this country, major laws to get Donald Trump.
Yep.
And I'm not seeing it. Where's Adam Schiff being kicked out of Congress? Where's the Senate?
Why isn't Comey in jail? Well, I mean, there's a whole list of people. There's a whole lists of evidence that have been given over to the DOJ. Nothing's been done. Kind of makes you think that they got rid of Matt Gaetz and put her in there for a reason.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it really is. Matt Gaetz probably would have been dropping, all kinds of arrest warrants, left and right.
I think so. Yeah.
And hey, what if One American Network shows up there to actually at 7 a.m. coincidentally to film the arrest of major people involved in these plots, like they did on the left with CNN. It's disgusting how they handled the government when they had control of the power. It was disgusting what they did, and there's no ramifications for it as of yet. Now we're still in the first year. I'll give you that.
Well, yeah, but I think there's some
Show us
things that have
something.
come up. I mean, yeah, there's some things that should have been prosecuted already. I mean, the Fauci has lied on the stand multiple times. That's an easy one.
Yeah, it's a layup.
Oh, come on. If they
Fauci
really
is
didn't want to deal
a
with
layup.
him directly, they could have just said, okay, we're going to let Russia have Fauci, and they'll take care of him. And they want to.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple ways we could have done some things already. It really does seem like to me there is a group of people within the administration who are pretty well determined to not see any justice done to the people that the general public voted to get justice for. It seems that way.
It kind of does, doesn't it? I mean, it just happens over and over and over again, though. I mean, even in Trump's first term, there were so many things that he could have done that he didn't.
Yeah.
And, he just tries to play ball, get along to some degree. And I don't know, man, we get really frustrated out here because, man, we watch it all. We're on the front lines. I have you on the show because you read the news. You know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
We
both see the headlines. We see the detailed stories. We see the injustices. We see the arrests and the evil coming out of the Democratic Party towards the average everyday American and towards Trump, and nothing gets done about it. I'm actually very impressed people didn't respond with more violence after Charlie got hurt. I was very happy to see there was very few incidents because people are very frustrated.
And if this had happened on the other side of the aisle, if the left even had a Charlie Kirk, which they don't, you know what I mean? What do they got? Destiny,
Yeah.
Cenk Uygur.
Well, Cenk's kind of on our side with he was really railing against the people cheering for Charlie's death.
Well, yeah, and so was his sidekick. What's that girl's name again? Anna Kasparian.
Anna Kasparian.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Did you happen to check out the Piers Morgan this week with Jack Posobiec, Anna Kasparian, Destiny, and oh God, what's that guy from the whatever podcast?
Oh, the Jayapal, or not Jayapal. What is his
Brian
name?
something.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but I know.
Yeah.
I saw the clip of Destiny's rambling, amphetamine fueled, crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that. I wish they would stop giving him. I mean, I don't want to sound like the left, but I really wish people would stop talking to him. He's not really relevant anymore. They keep making him relevant because he says ridiculous stuff. And he's kind of like the problem that if you ignore him, he'd just go away. He's not really that relevant anymore.
Well, Piers brought him on though, and he said some absolutely horrific, just violent, nasty things right to Jack Posobiec's face, who's like Charlie's arguably his best friend, right? I mean, at least in the business world. They were
very close, very close.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jack just sat there solemnly with a very sad look on his face and listened to this guy spew hatred. And it's cost him everything. He's lost it all now, right? And is that censorship? Is that him saying, hey, I should have the right to say all these vile things about Charlie Kirk, and, you guys are censoring me because of it? No, it's hatred. Censorship sucks. I set up this channel, this show, this whole entity. Censorship sucks. Because of the big tech censorship that I saw against conservative thought thinkers, key top minds on YouTube and other different, networks that were being censored and silenced because of their opinions. They weren't going out there and saying, hey, let's kill people. They weren't going out there and saying it's okay to murder Charlie Kirk because Donald Trump won the presidency. That's disgusting. It's a whole different thing than saying, hey, man, I wonder about these vaccines. Are they safe? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Right. It's a very different conversation. Let's be honest, the things Destiny was saying on all of his streams and in that conversation, these are things that he's been saying for years. He's flown under the radar because he's protected by the left-leaning administrations of these businesses that he streams on. And it is clear that he was saying borderline incited incitement to violence type things. He's talked about stalking people. He's talked about doing other illegal activity. I'm not, I'm not a big fan of censorship either, as you know, but in cases where you have someone who is literally calling for the death of other human beings because they disagree with his point of view, I think at some point there you have to draw a line. And I think as a society, it is absolutely appropriate that he loses all of his monetization. And if he continues to spew violent rhetoric, absolutely agree with him being suspended from the platforms. Nobody has the right to call for the death of others. That's not a right that I think you have with free speech.
And Hassan Piker is another one from the Young Turks.
Yeah.
He's been getting the hard end of it recently as well, because he's just been an absolute scumbag about the death of Charlie Kirk, and not condemning it, but just saying, hey, man, if more of these go on, that might not be the end of the world. And it's just a vile thing that we've seen, that everyday Americans are seeing. There's so many people. So, 10 days ago, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, 11 days, whatever it was, everybody was sad. I mean, everybody with a brain and a heart and a family, whatever. It's a 31-year-old father of two beautiful young children. Yeah. He died. He was assassinated. It's a horrible thing. And yet you turn on your interwebs and you go through a ride down Facebook, and suddenly people are celebrating this.
Yeah. Well,
and it just woke up so many people, man. It woke up so many people.
It was a shock to their systems, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they realized how bad it had gotten.
Yeah. And it ain't getting any healthier, man.
Not with the people that are on the far left, for sure. And there are some other groups in there as well, but they kind of all circle around this radical leftist idea of tearing down the government. But it's, anything from trans to people who just want to see universal health care. We're cheering for the death of a father and a husband and a guy who just wanted to talk to you about the things that were going on in the world. Like, how crazy is that? It was hard for me to wrap my head around still.
He had no direct political power at all, right? All he had was a microphone and the ability and the interest and the desire to let other people from the other side of the aisle speak their mind so he could debate with them about their thoughts. And he did it in a very polite way every time. Charlie was the nicest version of, the quote unquote Nazi you're ever going to see, folks. Right?
Yeah. That's the thing. He was a middle of the road conservative. He was an everyday conservative. It's not like he was some radical kill everyone but whites kind of person. That wasn't who he was. He was just a father, a husband, a Christian, and he cared deeply about his country, and he came at it from a pretty basic conservative viewpoint. And the fact that is so dangerous to these radicals, it shows you their state of mind.
And man, I just got to bring this up again, man. I was talking to Bullhorn Berry about a conversation I heard from Patrick Bet-David, at Valuetainment, who he talked about how people aspire for wealth. What motivates people to work incredibly hard in life? Money is obviously one. Power is another big one, but legacy is the third one he mentioned, right? Yeah. And I think Charlie, man, just nailed the legacy thing.
Yeah.
Right. He had $12 million, I think he was, made or was worth or whatever. And that's a lot of money, sure. But it's not a billionaire or anything. It's not Elon Musk by any means,
Right.
But the legacy he's going to leave is almost bigger than Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a social impact that he's going to have on a entire generation of young people that's going to reverberate through the generations, because they're going to live for so many years with the memory of this event.
Oh yeah. And like I was saying, earlier tonight, this isn't going away. This story, Charlie Kirk's, assassination, is not going away from the headlines anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to be covering this for probably at least the next year on a regular basis, because there's going to be the trial. There's going to be all kinds of associates that were part of this. The FBI is working so hard right now. You have no idea. And they are uncovering groups like this. Oh, God, what was it? The Queer Gun Club in Salt Lake City. That's probably not the exact name, but you get where I'm going.
The socialist, Queer Socialist Gun Club, I think is what it was called.
Something like that.
Yeah.
There were people from that organization that, are affiliated with, that posted beforehand that, this was going to be an important date. There was one person that said, I hope he gets evaporated.
Yeah. Yeah.
They knew about it. This was premeditated to the point where apparently, the killer had up to a dozen people from out of state visit him in the week beforehand. Have you heard those stories?
Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% certain he had help. There's no way he pulled this off by himself. There's no way.
There was a big network around him that is going to be exposed. The FBI is not going to stop with this guy. They are going to expose this whole thing as deep as they can take it, and it's going to land right on the laps of Trans-Tifa, Antifa, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to be explosive, folks. Watch and wait. This story is his assassination. We're just at the tip of the iceberg on this thing, as far as it being a news story.
Yeah, it's probably going to crack open a bunch of the funding mechanisms as well, because Antifa is, people don't realize this, but they are funded by a bunch of NGOs and non-government and government agencies combined that work with the Democratic Party and the Southern Poverty Law Center, and they're all tied together. So if they can backwork some of this, we may even be able to break the back of the radical left funding mechanism. That would be amazing.
And think about the all the NGOs that we defunded already. Right. You know what I mean? We went through with a scalpel and got rid of so much of this. And now we're going to go back in from the other end, instead of going from the top down, so to speak, we're going to go from the bottom back up, from an absolute assassination of one of the most important, beings in the country, Charlie Kirk, all the way back up the funding chain of the people that were involved in his murder, where that money came from, and track it all right back up, man. It's going to be insane. Things are going to happen, folks. Things are going to happen.
My only concern is the same one that Willie had is, do we have somebody like Pam Bondi standing in the way to get justice to take place? I know that I don't necessarily dislike Cash or distrust him, but I certainly don't think he's doing the best job of handling his agents. And I think there's we had some internal problems that Trump's going to have to deal with in the next couple of years that will help that process along. We got to figure out how to get the people who are building the barriers. We got to get those people out of the way.
And honestly, some of the investigations that are going to happen around this whole thing with Charlie are going to make some people very uncomfortable. The George Soroses of the world are directly implicated. I guarantee it. Right.
Yes. Yeah.
The man who took down the Bank of England, he broke the back of Asia. Remember the Asian contagion?
Yeah.
Right? George Soros knows what he's doing, man. He knows how to break a country and short their currency.
Which seems to be what he's been doing, for sure.
That's his MO. That's what he does so good. That's why he's such a rich man. He can take these little groups of agitators inside of a country and lift them up to the point where they cause mayhem, the currency falls, he shorts the currency and makes a 1,000 times back what he spent on the agitators.
Yep.
It's his MO. He's done it all over the world. And now he's got his sights pegged on America before he dies.
Yeah, it's scary what that guy's been able to accomplish destruction-wise in his lifetime. It's been, you have to give it to him.
Oh.
It's impressive. It's impressive what he's been able to do.
How many revolutions has he started?
That we know of? At least 2.
Yeah.
The Ukraine
at least, I mean,
and England. The
the whole term color revolution, right? A color revolution. That's basically means George Soros did it.
For the most part, his money was behind it, at least, for sure.
Oh, and his money made money on that.
Oh,
again, the 1,000 to 1
he's
return.
On both ends.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
It's pretty cheap to go destabilize a country like, say, Argentina. You know what I mean?
Or Chile, or
whatever. I mean, for millions and millions and millions of dollars, you can do it, but then you can make billions when you short their currency after it all works out.
And then a couple more billion when you go in and buy all the resources and set up new companies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and you ride the short all the way down, and then basically you have so much money you don't know what to do with it, so you just invest in the country and watch it rebuild and be like, okay, I'll make money back on the on the return.
Yeah, guys at his level are very much playing games with nation states, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he got his money that way, folks. It is what it is, right? I mean,
well, old Scott Bessent there working for Trump is one of the guys that helped him do the pound, destroy the pound. So Scott knows exactly. Yeah, Scott knows all about it.
And now he's working for the good guys, you're saying?
Well, it seems to be that he has enacted a plan, like we've talked about before, with the with the treasuries and trying to get the rate cuts and trying to do the manage the debt in a way that keeps the currency afloat. Yeah, I think he's using his talents for Trump now. So,
and you mentioned before you're seeing some signs of hyperinflation in the undercurrents.
There are some signals. I see some things in the commodity space that are concerning. Violent moves upwards in price, like gold has been it'll go sideways or retrace a little bit, and then it'll have a violent several-day move upwards. That's usually an indication that someone is buying lots of gold. Then you have
no news around it, just
right. It's just the run. All of a sudden, the gold starts going up for no reason. Silver's been on a similar run. Now, people will say that's because silver's been suppressed for so long, maybe or maybe not. But then there's the fact that nobody's buying houses, yet the prices aren't coming down at all. Then you have random price shocks in things like cocoa beans or coffee beans or nickel or platinum. And just out of nowhere, you get these random spike events. And you don't see a lot of buying of government debt. The recent bond auctions have been very poor. And that usually is a sign that somebody knows that there's a problem with the money, that there's things going on in the background that are causing hard assets to rise in price very rapidly. That are uncorrelated to any news, that usually indicates that there's something going on with the money in the background. But I mean, there's some other things. I mean, we've increased prices by 40% or more in most items over the last 4 years. And everybody's still printing money. Every government is cutting interest rates and printing money like there's no tomorrow. So.
And we're not immune from it, you know what I mean? And as great as Trump has been, I mean, Joe Biden would have been a nightmare for another 4 years. I mean, a nightmare.
Yeah.
Trump is doing better, but I have critiques with him about, the financial end of things. and how much debt we're racking up. I mean, he's not like we did the Doge thing, and I get why Elon was so pissed, because it really didn't amount to much at the end of the day.
No, it didn't. And I think I think when they took a look at the numbers, they realized we're 100% addicted to the debt, and there's nothing they can do about it. But we'll see how it goes from here. I just, if it can avoid the hyperinflation, I think things will be okay. But if we go into hyperinflation, then it's all bets are off.
Now, Mr. Producer, do you have your hand up?
I sure do. And we got to watch our time. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, because of the room. Okay. Any last words, Doc?
Well, folks, make sure you buy lots of hard assets, Bitcoin, gold, silver, and lead.
And lead.
Yes, sir.
You don't mean raw lead either. Anyway.
No, I don't.
All right, folks. Thanks so much for listening. We love each and every one of you out there. And we wouldn't be there without you. So thanks so much for listening in. We're going to end it here. This is the Censorship Section Roundtable Radio Show. And we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Have a great night.
Thanks for listening.
Flat Earth. Flat Earth, man. Hey, look at him.
All right.
Hey.
Well, are we going to do an after show tonight? We can do it in this room if you want.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit. Just
Doc.
Yeah, Doc, you want to?
Oh, no, I got to go, gentlemen.
Willie?
But I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
No, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just listening to you guys. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
All right, then let's not do it. Yeah.
All right, then.
All right, y'all be good.
What I'm going to do is I will look for someone to host out to. Probably Great Conspiracy over on Kick and D Live. Well, try to find somebody.
Night, everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate everybody out there. And when we get cut off, we get cut off. All right. So, I'll see you Wednesday. All right. That's been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And I am going to take and look for hosts.